I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. We are visited by Oz Cyphara. Hi.
Hi, nice to be here.
I'm glad you're here. Please introduce yourself to everybody.
Hi everyone, my name is Oz Cyphara. I am a VTuber, obviously. I'm a digital artist, I'm an animator, and I'm a voice actor.
So you basically you do it all.
Yes.
Yes. Just hire Oz.
The list of skills only increases.
Hire Oz and then just walk away. You've got it all set.
Hopefully not only me. I have to do everything for myself, so that's why I have so many hats.
Yes, and the only reason I have so many hats is because I got a big old pumpkin head. I need at least two to cover it. Yeah, that's again another true story. I've been inundating Oz with terrible stories before we even get started. So you've been warned how this is going to go. Back out now while you can.
Beware all ye who enter here.
That's right. So tell me, how did you get started with this sort of? Because you are gifted and skilled in many things. How did you get started in this sort of content creation?
In VTubing or
in general, in VTubing, especially.
In VTubing, well, in VTubing. Hi. So, going way back, sort of like prime thing to know about me is I've been making things on the internet for over 12 years.
Whoa.
And that's just in video, audio content. I've been doing art on the internet for like maybe another couple under like various names that are deleted accounts and cannot be found anymore, past lives, basically. So like I've been making stuff on the internet for like 14 years.
Yeah, that's so you were an earlier access person as far as trying to figure out what this thing could do.
I had my first Twitter account maybe like a couple years into Twitter being mainstream. So yeah.
It wasn't even named Twitter, it was just called back then.
Right.
Yeah. And so you got in before the big VTuber rush and all of that, but
oh yeah.
So what steered you from what you were doing then? Yeah.
Back in my day, we still had video essayists with like a couple PNGs that represent the person when they have that on screen, and like one with the mouth open and one with the mouth closed. So as far as I'm concerned, those are like the way earliest PNG tubers, if not VTubers.
The cave drawings version of VTubers.
Yeah, right.
So you were in early in as far as this goes. What drew you to this particular type of expressing yourself?
I've always been a performer. Like that's one of the core things. Other people say I have a talent for it. I say I have a drive that I wouldn't be happy doing anything else. You know?
Yeah. Well, it's nice to have both. In your case.
Sure. For me, a talent just means it's not like you have like an automatic step up. It's just that you're more predisposed to or more eager to learn this very specific thing.
It's and I think it depends on what you're on what you're good. If it's a very specific type of talent, but boy, after all this time, you've seen people And I know I have seen people who have just incredible voices, very natural sounding, and can wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and read the read the phone book and make it sound good type of voices. And,
Oh
and
yeah.
and besides hating them, while having a lot of envy for them, that it's pretty amazing when it happens. But it doesn't that doesn't take back from the amount of work that has to be done in order for it to sound good.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So
So anyway, to answer your question, yes, I got in. I My earliest exposure to VTubers was Kizuna Ai and Hime Hina, like way back in, I want to say 2018.
wow. Yeah, that is. You're talking the original old
I'm talking
school.
primordial.
Yeah, yeah. From
Yeah.
this is they haven't wasn't even light then by that point. Just, everything was still moving
Yeah.
around. And when you saw that, was it a question of you being super entertained by it and wanting to do a little bit of it yourself, fascinated by the technology, or a little of all that?
I think a little bit of all of that. Like I don't just enjoy I enjoy like the process of performing, which includes like all of the technical stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always been like I dabble in the tech on the side, which has proved me well in running like a MacGyver of an OBS setup, you know?
Yes.
Um, is MacGyver too dated a reference?
Not to me. It's not. I know.
Cool.
After all the times I've had to set up radio things where at least two of the parts don't exist anymore, I know exactly what you're talking about. Don't care how it looks. Does it work? Okay, we're good.
Absolutely. But like also back in 2018, VTubing was nigh. It was anywhere for like anyone to do VTubing. The technology was either impractically expensive to unobtainable.
Yeah, it really was back then. Now,
so it really took like, I want to say about like 2020, around when HoloLive took off.
mm-hmm.
At least when specific HoloLive talents like Korone became mainstream and exposed to Western audiences.
Yeah.
And I was there for that. I was there for when I was there watching the debuts of HoloLive EN's first generation, all 5 of them.
So you've seen,
and by then I was well and truly cooked. I was down the VTuber rabbit hole by then.
I want to do this, and I want to do it now.
Yeah, basically when the technology started to actually become available, I was like, okay, what do I need? And like I was reaching the end of the lifespan of my previous internet persona. Like I just completed a challenge at the time where I decided to post a video to YouTube every week for a whole year.
Yeah.
It's like 52 videos. Doesn't matter how good they were, doesn't matter how bad they were. Yeah. They just had to go up. And I did the thing, and I burned out.
Yeah. Doing all that, not just that, but with the production involved in it too, is just...
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a system, and...
I was my own writer. I was my own... obviously, I performed everything. I was my own editor. Right. I uploaded everything myself. It was truly a one-woman operation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I bet it was fun. But then after a year, it starts to get to be not so much fun as just something you have to do.
It's the final... you start out loving it,
Mm-hmm.
and by the time you reach like the last 2 months, burnout is setting in, but you need to finish it because you can see the finish line.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And some people have
Um,
that finishing kick. I have a finishing stop.
right.
I see the finish line. Okay, I'm close enough.
Listen, for me, it's the ADHD. Like once I am in, I'm locked in.
Again,
I take it as a personal challenge.
not a bug, a feature.
It's a feature,
Yes.
exactly.
This
It's
is
my productivity.
that,
There's no problems with it. What are
that
you talking
that's
about?
exactly right. It's like a superpower. Just
Yeah, for else.
so you also I mean there's so many things that you do here. Not just that, but being a voice actor, being having an artist. Were you an artist first before you did all this other stuff?
Yes, asterisk. So like I've been drawing most of my life. I still have sketchbooks from when I was 12.
Oh.
Which I'm not gonna say what my age is now, but it was a while ago.
That's okay. You can't possibly have me beat. So you're still a whippersnapper in my eyes. So
I'm canonically I am over 2,000 years old, and I forgot how old I am. Um,
I don't think I'm 2000, but I forget a lot of things at this point.
yeah,
It doesn't work like it used to. What are you talking about? Whatever. It just doesn't work like it used to.
right.
Um, but this.
So I've been drawing for a long time. I actually I started like calling myself an artist, and like I started posting art as an artist.
Mhm.
Um, probably towards the start of my making stuff online.
Mm, yeah, that takes some
So maybe like,
courage.
yeah.
That really does take some courage. I don't care who you are and whether you say it was easy for you or not. But now you've gone from making art for yourself to showing it to other people.
It's never easy.
No, no,
I'm gonna lay that out right now
yeah.
to anyone listening and being like, she's got way too much talent. No, it is never easy.
You can have all the talent in the world, but you also have to have the confidence in that, or the at least the gumption to put that out there for somebody else to look at. So here's what I did.
Precisely.
Yeah, please don't hurt me.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, people are still gonna hurt you. Unfortunately,
yeah,
it's just the way of the internet.
yeah. But so when you did, was it a question of getting up enough gumption to do it, or was it something that particular project that you first published, was it a where you were just so happy with it that you had to show somebody?
I think I just had to show someone.
Mm.
Like I didn't treat it as like being an artist on the internet in quotation marks and capital letters where needed. Um, back then was very different from people trying to start to make a career early in being an artist on the internet now.
Mm.
It's extremely like world of difference.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I can imagine it was a world. First of all, there weren't as many.
There weren't as many, weren't as nearly well connected. There wasn't nearly the incentive to monetize every single thing you do on the internet.
Right? And I'm going to say a bad word for me. Please don't yell. Uh, you didn't have AI to deal with.
Gods, well, I mean, generative AI is just like the worst thing.
Mm.
And mercifully, we haven't had to deal with it for too long.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we won't have to deal with it for much longer.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Yeah. And announcers have had to deal with that too. Obviously, I mean, if you've heard
I'm sure, yeah.
you've heard any YouTube commercial with the person with that particular accent mispronouncing words like They will always mispronounce live or live. It will either always be the wrong one. That's one way to
Oh
find
yeah.
out.
I mean, also remember, I'm a voice actor. I'm
Oh yeah.
entrenched in voiceover. Like we've had to deal with this just as long as anyone.
Oh yeah, and for radio announcers, it started with automation and satellites, where our local radio announcers started getting be fewer and fewer, and then finally COVID just kind of wiped us out. uh, there's not a lot of local announcers. If you listen to a local radio station, there's probably two announcers working there, maybe.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
Yeah, and they're there to record the commercials. That's about it.
Right.
At this point. But the all that aside, and getting back to you working with this, so you got, and what was your response when you first published your um, first bit of art online? Do you remember?
This was a long time ago. Like obviously I kept doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I think back then I was still like also just trying to figure myself out.
Mm.
Okay.
So we'll say it was
as if I'm not still trying to figure myself out all this time later, but
yeah.
you know.
Yeah. So we'll just say it was the most amazing work of art that ever existed. So good it just.
Oh, of course.
It just,
yeah, 100%.
Yes.
Do not try looking for it. Just take my word for it.
Yeah. Don't look for it. It was tremendous. But either way, you kept going, and it obviously didn't discourage you. Do you think it could have discouraged you though, if you gotten, the traditional, mud in the Cheerios type response some people have?
Welcome to the internet?
Yeah.
Oh, undoubtedly.
Mm.
And there are times, like even since then, that I have absolutely been discouraged. I've multiple times, and this is why I'm so happy that I started making stuff in like very niche communities and didn't have to worry about sticking with that same brand, for lack of a better term.
Mm-hmm.
I've ridden a high. Am I allowed to swear?
Absolutely.
I've ridden a high off like a fluke multiple times and thought I was hot shit and tried to do the same thing again and just fell directly on my face and almost gave up there.
Yeah.
This has happened multiple times.
Yeah, it does happen. So everybody wants to record a Gangnam Style too.
Right. Without realizing what made Gangnam Style 1 so good.
Yeah, not happen. But even so, it didn't completely discourage you, and you kept going. Maybe not in that direction, but a different direction. Some folks hit that wall, and the wall wins.
It's truly unfortunate, and I've seen it happen so many times.
Yeah, and but you're
so many times in so many communities.
Yeah, but you don't seem to take that as a defeat, rather than an obstacle to avoid in the future. Am I reading that right?
Everything that I have done, even if I've given up on that niche for a while, has eventually come back and been useful as a skill later.
Yeah, so there's been a reason. You just don't know it yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a great way to whether that's a conscious choice or whether it's something that's happened. That's a good thing. Things happen for a reason. Maybe you don't even know what it is yet. But whatever it is, don't let it knock you completely down and out. And
yeah, you can let it knock you down, and like that's a perfectly human response. But eventually, you're gonna have to get back up.
Yeah. Especially if you developed a confidence in yourself, and not an overconfidence, but a confidence. Have you hit that?
Yeah.
Have you hit that point where you've balanced the confidence and belief in your talents against overconfidence, or have you done that a long time ago?
Overconfidence is never the thing that I have to worry about. Folks in my stream community know this really well. I will always be the first person to laugh at myself, and I invoke hubris freely for the bit. I still have a fair few moments though where I will let where my self-confidence will slip, and I'll start comparing myself to the incredible people that I have around me in like so many creative disciplines.
Yeah.
And just like how can I compare? Inevitably, you have to bounce back, and you have to ultimately, you have to be like, you may not be able to do exactly the things that they're doing, but they can't do exactly the things that you're doing.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
And it's that recentering of perspective that I think I have learned over time, and I have conditioned myself to. To eventually come back to that focal point.
Yeah, I say all the time these days that you are your own triumph. And
yes.
it doesn't. Your triumph is not dependent on other people's triumphs, because they're all different.
Yeah.
And you obviously are a multi-talented person who has taken your opportunities and done your best with it, and it's shown. There people are following you. People are enjoying your work. People want you to do stuff for them.
I like to think so.
Yeah, I mean, it shows. And just talking with you, I can tell how much you're enjoying it, enjoying that type of stuff. And you have found here a wheelhouse that you're in. This is
astonishingly, yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you can do, which I am very jealous of. So just know that there is a deep-seated sort of jealousy there, but
I'm sorry.
Respectful jealousy. Yeah, I'm not going to sabotage anything yet.
Oh well, thank goodness.
Well, yeah, I don't have the energy.
I get that.
My sloth cancels my evil out so many times. But the fact that you're able to see these, and then even minor setbacks every once in a while, and continue going, that's a trait that I'm not sure can always be taught. Have you always been that type of person? Where
no.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
I've learned from so many people, and like I've also learned from my own, I don't want to say failures, but my mistakes.
Mm-hmm. That's a very good way to put it. Not failures, mistakes. That's a very good way to look at it.
No, what you the person before you is very much a product of her own experiences.
Yeah, and unique experiences, and that's what shaped you to be the person you are today. It's not the circumstances that shaped you. You are the triumph that emerged from those circumstances. And you've grabbed it, and you're all that talent, and you've focused it, and that is a tribute to what you've been able to do, and what you're still able to do.
The least I can do is just keep following the path as far as it'll go. You know?
Yeah. So, do you have an even bigger path you want to follow? I mean, are there bigger dreams on the horizon for you right now?
Lore debut.
And
it's a running joke that I've. So
we
a
check
couple
in?
Weeks ago we celebrated my 4th anniversary
Yeah.
streaming as a VTuber.
Yeah.
And in all that time, I still my lore video is still like half finished.
I was saying, should we check in next year and see how far you got?
Yeah, probably. I mean, our mutual friend Spelly, who I'm also a Twitch mod for.
Yeah.
Hi,
Spelly.
Hi, Spelly. She made me promise that when we reached a certain number of followers on the channel, then I would be forced to debut. So I'm holding my breath and slowly watching that number climb towards the landmark. So
go out and start shaving the numbers off. I'm not ready.
just purge bots.
I have to drive a few people off this week. Let's see. What can I do?
What can I say that would get me canceled this week? Yeah.
What a terrible first world problem.
I know, suffering from success, truly.
Oh, I wish I had that problem. But the fact that you've been able to, I won't go as far as saying you've mastered all of this stuff, but you have all this creative ability to go in different ways, and you've been able to point it in a direction that not only is productive but enjoyable. You realize there's a lot of people who haven't been able to do that, and there's and have an audience that appreciates it, and people who come back to get more and more of that. Does that ever hit you between the eyes?
Sometimes, yes. Well, a lot of the time, I always make sure to acknowledge how truly fortunate I am. And I have nothing but gratitude for everyone who got me here and everyone who's still along for the ride. Honestly, like, also, like, me being a VTuber, it was kind of like the only path with given circumstances. So I am disabled, physically so, to the point that I used to be able to do like labor and hard, like moving heavy stuff and standing for hours on end, service work,
right.
Service industry.
Yeah.
And I can't do that anymore.
Yep.
So I was kind of limited to what I can do, and very much like moving into finding my place on the internet was the most convenient and also kind of logical step. And the takeoff of VTubers and just happening to have the skills that would get me off the ground without having to spend a ton of money that I don't have. It was really a bunch of serendipities and experiences coming together in one.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's that plus a good dose of work and stick-to-itiveness and probably some stubborn in there too, which is not bad. And
obviously,
yeah. I mean, there's always some things out of your control, but there are a lot of things that are in your control, and
yeah.
And it sounds like me, you focused that pretty good, and you know, after being in it for a few years, I mean, you knew you you knew what you needed to do, and you did it. And there's a lot of people who can't even get up enough gumption to do that, and go through life with a lot of regrets, um, as far as that goes. Now um, the disability part is something that I imagine that isn't a lot of fun, but the fact that you have this talent that you can use, all these talents, I should say, I'm not going to pigeonhole you into that, that you can use, means that you are not a quitter.
I never have been.
No, no, you're not going to sit back
to my detriment sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that.
Again, it's the ADHD.
Yeah, but that says a lot about a person, and with the things that would have set back a lot of people, and have had them curling up, and not showing that talent you've got. This has given you a really prime avenue to do that, and you've taken it by the horns and rode it, and that is something um, to salute, and I shall salute you from here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and while still being envious of all you get, so there's still that little tinge of envy there.
It never goes away.
No, it does not.
I've tried to make my own go away, and I've just accepted, like, okay, as long as you're not trying to actively destroy my mental well-being, you can stay there. you can curl up by the fire.
Take out others' envy
as long as you're not destroying the furniture.
Yeah, that's right. My sloth will always cancel that out at this point. Yeah. But this does give a lot of folks, this gives them a chance to present themselves how they want to be presented. And
oh yeah,
and that is in today's society, I think, and get on my soapbox, in today's society, it seems to be so important that there is something out there where people can kind of say, hey, this is who I really am.
This is who I want you to. This is how I want to be perceived. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. And how important is that to you at this point?
It's incredible. Like that aspect of VTubing. I've talked about this so much, and I'll probably continue to talk about it ad nauseum. This is VTubing's like greatest strength. That sort of freedom that the internet already the internet gave, that sort of blank slate anonymity. Mm-hmm. And then VTubing is sort of fundamentally, mechanically an extension of that. It's incredible.
Yeah.
You can make your own persona and be like, so this is who I want to, this is my character. This is my Blorbo. Yeah. I want to be perceived as this character. I'm not even necessarily going to say anime character, because there's such a variety of VTubers nowadays.
Oh yeah. There's plenty of anime characters, but there's a lot of other type of characters too, and I kind of always point out as it's like going from a high school to a college in a lot of ways.
Oh yeah,
you're still the same person.
That's a great way to put it.
You're still the same person, but those people in college don't know that in third grade you leaned over for a pencil and your pants ripped out.
Right.
You get,
but also like
yeah. Go ahead.
I think going off of what you were just saying, I think people, a lot of VTubers, actually get to be more themselves than usual.
Yes.
Or like than they are allowed to be in day-to-day life.
Oh, absolutely.
As VTubers.
Yeah.
And that freedom, it's incredible.
Yeah. that blossoming, and the chance to find out what they really have, and grow a confidence in what they're able to do. That,
Yeah.
maybe they were a little mouse wherever they are, and watching, life go by while just existing, or in this particular scenario, they're now thriving on the internet,
Yeah.
and enjoying the fruits of their labors, and other people are enjoying it, and you're not only getting something out of it as a VTuber, we as the consumer are getting something out of it. Um,
Yeah.
and I'm really hoping that that continues in the future, where the folks who are enjoying VTubers such as yourself, remember that we are getting the the benefits of all of this talent now. So many great, like yourself, you have so many different things you're able to do. We get singers, we get artists, we get instrumentalists, we get people who are able to, cooking shows they're able to do. People who are just
Yeah.
able to go on and just, ASMR type stuff. It's If you don't find something that entertains you on a streaming service, then you need help.
Or you're just not or what you want just can't be found on the internet, and that's entirely fine too. There's
Yeah,
plenty of people who do find something that strikes their fancy
yeah, and
on the internet and VTubing and stuff like that.
yeah, and am I catching this correctly? That when you saw the VTubing thing, it really, it did kind of light that fire in you to do these sort of things. I mean, it really does seem like that was a
There was
real crux of a moment for
an
you.
there was an idea. I have
Uh-huh.
a great many creative ideas. It takes a little bit more for me to act on them.
Mm.
Um I just happened to act on this one, and I drew I drew a couple I drew a reactive PNG, slapped it in OBS.
Mm-hmm.
Fugi is a lifesaver.
Mm-hmm.
Um Came up with a persona. Hi, my name is Oz Cyphara. I'm the virtual steward of the library at the end of the universe, and
Yep.
just took off from there.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Streaming to nobody. But I mean, we talk about being your authentic, more of your true self as a VTuber. Like, I am also one of those people.
yeah. Yeah. It's still, it's never going to not fascinate me. If I could add a couple more.
It will never not fascinate me either.
Yeah. And the fact that your potential audience is 95% of the planet is also something, and that will, I think, still continue to increase as more people figure out what's going on here.
It's only becoming more popular
Yeah, I think
and
so.
more accessible. Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, and there's more technology and things to come. So stay tuned. Stay tuned to what's going on. So with all of that stuff that you're able to do, when you are on stream, maybe you're playing a game, or something along those lines. Does the art style, d- will that, if you see an art style that doesn't appeal to you, are you more critical of it than you normally would be? You think?
An art style that doesn't appeal to me.
Uh,
I find it hard to imagine an art style that like truly repulses me.
mm,
Like, that's a real tough ask, because I think the more that I guess what you're asking is like the more developed I get as an artist myself, do I become more critical of
Right.
like other styles of art?
Mm-hmm.
Not really. I just think there's more to learn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you started a game and the art style, you don't become hypercritical of how they do the art. You're able to still focus on enjoying what you're playing.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Well, I mean, especially if we're talking about the specific context of like being on stream, like even when I'm doing my own art,
Mm-hmm.
entertainment comes first.
Yeah.
If I want to be, if I want to be 100% locked in and productive, I don't work on stream.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't want that. There is a little bit of, well, you mentioned ADHD stuff. It'll pull you away from trying to get stuff done.
Hyperfixation is definitely something that I have to deal with on a daily basis.
Yeah, yeah. It's that's something that you either, again, we talk about being a bug or a feature. You work with
Yeah.
it or work against it, one way or another. You're gonna be working around it.
I do both.
Yes,
Yeah.
multitasking at the same time.
Multitasking asterisk.
So, when are we going to see your visual novel come forth?
I would love to do a visual novel, seriously.
You got all the talent
I've had ideas for like even turning my my stream overlays
there.
into like a visual novel format.
Neat.
Um
That could be.
and
That could.
I've written scenarios
Yeah.
for my own little visual novel type things that nobody can find, unfortunately, but
I've kept them hidden.
they're real to me.
In the Keebler Labs, no one will ever find them in the tree.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. It
Um,
seems like something
yeah.
you could add you can make as a part of your lore.
So my lore as Oz is very much in that vein. It's
Mm.
very much when you are surrounded by stories and when it's your given purpose to protect and collect other people's stories, where does your own story fit in?
Mm.
And that was very much a struggle that I was dealing with when I came up with the character.
Mm. Very good.
Pull back the curtain briefly to throw it closed again.
Yes. Do not ignore the woman behind the curtain.
Exactly. Like Oz is a very specific facet of me, and that's how I get to be more genuine than normal, or at least than day-to-day life.
Mm. Well, I tell you what, Oz is pretty fascinating.
I like to think so.
You tell that facet that it's a pretty damn good facet.
Oh, good job, me.
Well, I absolutely have enjoyed speaking with you here, and I could keep going with you with this. And I hope folks will tune in to the links we're going to have in the description for this video. What do you got big coming up right now? What's your next big thing?
Probably getting that lore debut underway
Yeah,
whenever that happens.
I don't mean to laugh. I'm laughing with you. Not.
No. I get it, and I appreciate the laughter. The laughter is appropriate. I laugh.
Yeah.
I laugh externally, and I scream in panic in my own head. And after that, making another model on stream.
Ooh. Yeah. The possibilities are damn near endless for you.
Oh yeah.
And that's
Like as far as I've come in 4 years, I still feel like I'm just getting started.
Oh, here comes that envy again. Got to beat it down with complacency. There we go.
Let it flow through you.
No, then I'll have to do something.
No,
I've avoided it.
I appreciate you having me on.
Oh, absolutely. Like it's just
your VTuber interview series is incredible, and it's such a unique platform that you're also collecting stories.
Yeah. It's you're not going to find a more diverse group of people, and
I've an immense amount of respect.
Oh well, thank you. I have the respect for the folks who are able to go out and do this, and I do draw a lot of comparison to the old radio days, where people went on the radio. They took different names. Sometimes they took characters on as DJs, and it was very personality driven. And I think that's what a lot of VTubing is now, is very much personality driven, where people come back.
It's more alike than not, yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of, and while I may be the only person old enough to be able to draw that comparison, I'll lean on it as far as my hip will take me.
You have the unique experience.
Yes, yes. There's that damning by faint praise unique word that comes up. That was a very unique way of doing that.
I mean it positively. I mean it positively in this sense.
Well, I appreciate it, and I appreciate you and everything you're doing. It's great to hear somebody find something and enjoy themselves while continuing to.
It's great to hear somebody as old as I am. Sorry, go on.
Well,
I had to undercut it at my own expense. I'm sorry.
Thanks so much, Oz, for coming on. We'll have the links in the description. We'll get you back on soon, okay?
Yeah, we'll do.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.